Hello and welcome to this week's LOLC Securities Weekly Market Roundup with Tharandu Amaraseka, the sound of profitability. The Planters Association has announced that they are concerned about the promised 1,700 rupees increase of the daily wages given to the estate sector workers, as recently promised by the President of Sri Lanka, Ranil Wickremesinghe, and they hope to object to these given proposals.
Despite the government's decision, sectoral trade unions remain determined to continue the ongoing protests seeking a wage hike to Rs 2,000. The proposed new Rs 1,700 living wage is a 70% increase when compared to current living wage of Rs 1,000. It consists of Rs 1,350 daily wage and Rs 350 daily special allowance. In addition, Rs 80 is proposed for over the kilogram rate.
Sri Lanka's exports in March showed a rise of 9.5% year-on-year, and this shows a crossing of over $1.4 billion in exports, and this expansion is seen spreading across the key markets including Germany, UK and even China.
Exports to the United States of America, the single largest export destination, which absorbs 23% of merchandise exports, increased by 2.39% to US $241.5 million in March 2024. Exports of ICT, BPM and transport and logistics services increased by 4.69% and 14.06% respectively during January to March 2024 compared to the previous year. The rupee has strengthened by over 9% this year against the dollar.
The Committee of Public Finance (COPF) has given conditional approval for the suspension of the Parate law execution up to 15 December. A total of 1.6 trillion rupees are there in the micro and SME sector lending, and this is including a total of 13% of overall bank lending.
With the approval, the banks acquiring properties of those whose loans are yet to be paid off will be suspended until December 15. Recovery of loans by banks under the Special Provisions Act No. 4 of 1990 will be amended to facilitate the necessary legal provisions. The committee recommended that all the parties who have done business with the banks subject to the Parate law should be given a fair opportunity to negotiate with the banks.
And now it's time for this week's corporate highlights. Hatton National Bank has announced Sanjay Wijemanne as the new Chief Operations Officer with effect from 26th April. Sanjay is a career banker who is a veteran in the industry with over 29 years of experience and has previously served in many different sectors, including being the Deputy General Manager of the Retail Banking Group of HNB.
Sanjay Wijemanne brings with him a wealth of technical industry expertise and deep insight into modern banking. Commencing his career as a financial analyst, Wijemanne went on to join HNB as a management trainee where he gained broad exposure in all aspects of core banking functions. He also serves as a director of Equity Stockbrokers Limited, Equity Partners Limited and HNB General Insurance Limited, and is a former director at Lankapay Limited.
The Pekoe Trail by the Tourism Resilience Project of Sri Lanka has been winning awards and making headlines around the world in the international business news sector. Now, it has been established as the Pekoe Trail Destination Management Organization to ensure the sustainability of this very unique initiative.
The tea and tourism industries have come together to form a dedicated destination management organization, a DMO, to support the Pekoe Trail, a 300-kilometer hike through the tea sector. The DMO will bring together regional plantation companies, donor organizations, government and state enterprises to the preservation and promotion of the Pekoe Trail. The DMO will typically manage and promote a destination paying attention to the sustainable aspects of this project.
And here's Amrita with this week's International Business Highlight.
Hi, I'm Amrita Al-Hakon and this is the International Business Highlight. Huawei Technologies, the Chinese telecommunications giant, which has been blacklisted by the USA, has been secretly funding cutting-edge research projects that take place in American universities, Harvard included, through a foundation based in Washington.
The competition is administered by the Optica Foundation, an arm of the non-profit professional society Optica. The findings reveal one strategy China-based Huawei is using to remain at the forefront of the funding international research despite a web of US restrictions imposed in response to concerns its technology could be used as a spy tool.
And that's it for this week's LOLC Securities Weekly Market Roundup. No matter what investment decision you make it with the right intel. I'll see you next week.